So I'm always trying to strive to be better at writing, better at making money, better at talking to the camera, better at not slacking off so much. Some things I have succeeded at, some things I haven't, but I usually don't stop trying because I always want to try and be a better version of myself as time goes on. I don't want to just wish for a good life, I want to make the practical steps to get there. I'll talk about some of the many things I'm doing right now later in this video, but first I thought I'd share a formula that I've started using that's helping me to reach my goals and to level up my life so much faster. So I found that making changes and reaching your goals comes down to three main things. The first is having a purpose, the why of why you want to achieve something. So knowing why you want to achieve something or having that purpose is really going to help you reach your goals because you're not relying on willpower anymore. We all know that willpower is fleeting. It's like really strong in the beginning, but it dies off. So it's really important to understand why you're achieving something and have that as your focus. The second one is commitment. You need to have some sort of commitment to reaching those goals or changing your life. Now, this could be through to-do lists, scheduling. I like to use my calendar to schedule things out so I can make the time to actually achieve those goals. And sometimes I'll also keep a tally of the achievements I've already made. So commitment really is just making some time to actually achieve those goals or to change your life. And the third one, the last one, I think is one that most people miss out on, and that's patience. Sometimes our goals take way longer than we think they're going to. So many people are looking for overnight changes and success, immediate success. And when that success doesn't come straight away, they give up. So a lot of times people give up way too early. But becoming more patient with yourself, you'll allow yourself to enjoy the journey more. So you'll be able to continuously move towards your goals, whether you have setbacks or not. And that's where the real magic lies. So as an example, when I was building my investment portfolio, it was really hard in the beginning. It seemed to be taking so much time to even build up a small amount of money. And of course, I made lots of mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes when they're learning something new. But the biggest factor was that I was really patient. I was ready to do this over the long haul. And that's what really got me there. Patience is such an important quality to have, and it's so rare these days. I feel like a lot more people could reach that success or the changes in their life if they don't give up so early and they continue along. So those are the three things that I think you need to reach any sort of major changes or goals in your life. You need to know your why, your purpose. So understand why you want to achieve something. You need to commit to the time frame of reaching those goals, whether that's through calendar blocking, to-do lists, or whatever works for you. And you need to have patience in yourself. Here are some things that I'm working on right now. So the first one is exercise related. I've been trying to commit to at least 3 times a week, if not 5 times a week, going up to the gym upstairs. Now I have no excuses. I have a gym in my building, but sometimes I get really lazy when I really have no excuses. So I've started to look at why I wanted to work out. There was a time that I think I used to want to work out for losing weight or just looking aesthetically better. That was never a strong enough motivation for me to continue to exercise. So I re-examined why I wanted to start exercising. It does give me energy and helps me sleep better at night. So those are my motivations now. The way I've committed is just by putting it in my calendar. So usually around 4 p.m. I'll head up to the gym and I'll walk on the treadmill for about 30-40 minutes. And this time I'm just going to be patient about my journey. It's not about achieving some sort of goal. It's just about turning up at the gym every single week. And I'm either listening to a podcast or music, so it's actually kind of enjoyable now. The second one, I've introduced an 11-11 rule, so no phones before 11 and no phones after 11. I tend to go to bed pretty late, so 11 p.m. isn't such a weird time for me. The morning one is really the key for me though. I found that I just wanted to get out of the habit of immediately grabbing my phone as soon as I wake up and scrolling through any sort of social media. It was not only affecting my productivity, it was cluttering my mind with things that were happening in other people's lives, so I was less inclined to try and change my life. Now don't get me wrong, I love a good scrolling sesh, but I just wanted my mornings to be a bit more calm and more focused on the changes I wanted to make to my own life rather than seeing what everybody else is doing with their lives. I wanted to bring that focus back to me and the changes that I wanted to make. And the last one I'm working on is just to keep things tidy. I generally am not a messy person anyway, but I find that when my environment is clean and it doesn't contain any clutter, that I'm much more productive. I try and do this twice a day, after lunch and at night, just to make sure that when I wake up the house is not messy. I've also been listening to jazz a lot when I've cleaned. I heard somebody on TikTok say that they did it and it made their life seem like they were in a movie, and it really does romanticize those mundane tasks that you have to do. So I really like that tip that I found, especially as I'm trying to bring more jazz into my life anyway. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.